Welcome to Business in Bahrain. Bahrain is on the move. Already the financial capital of the Middle East, Bahrain is developing fast across several sectors, with many opportunities for investment. A number of large-scale infrastructure projects are attracting global attention, and Bahrain's profile is rising as a business and leisure destination.
Incentives in business and industry are very established and very competitive. The services are absolutely first class. Skills are very abundant and very developed and go back 70 and 80 years in some cases. Prices have been so stable over the last 15 years, to name but a few of the advantages and the pluses that Bahrain can offer the investor.
The Kingdom of Bahrain is an archipelago of 33 islands located in the Arabian Gulf, off the east coast of Saudi Arabia. Bahrain has been ruled by the Al Khalifa dynasty since 1783. Sheikh Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa became ruler after his father's death in 1999. In 2002, Bahrainis voted in a referendum, making him the first king and Bahrain a kingdom. His Majesty King Hamad works closely with Prime Minister Sheikh Khalifa bin Salman Al Khalifa and the Crown Prince Sheikh Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa.
We have a new king who came to power a couple of years ago, and he is introducing some reforms, opening up the economy and the country, and that is attracting global attention. On the other hand, he's obviously determined to open up the economy in particular with this free trade agreement, which has made a lot of news globally, and it is a good indication of the goals of this country in terms of its interactions with the outer world.
Bahrain joined the United Nations and the Arab League in 1971. Since 1981, it has maintained close ties with its 5 neighbors: Saudi Arabia, Oman, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, and Qatar in the Gulf Cooperation Council, or the GCC. With its well-managed economy and large expatriate community, Bahrain is the ideal springboard to the GCC for overseas investors.
Bahrain now is a very pioneer, very pilot country in this region in terms of promoting democracy. There is the economic reform and the political reform taking place recently because the political leaders of this country wanted to shift very fast toward democracy. Any external observer can only feel quite happy that Bahrain has chosen the right track to go through, and this is probably one main reason why now Bahrain is more or less looked at as a good example in the whole region.
Bahrain discovered oil in 1932. Since the 1960s, it has embarked on a wide-ranging economic diversification strategy. Oil reserves are expected to run out completely by 2010, so the government has focused on non-oil industries to build sustainable long-term growth.
Until the mid-1980s, the Bahrain government was seen as progressive in terms of its economic vision and policy implementation. However, for a variety of reasons, these steps were starting to have certain problems, and the Bahrain government started to slip in terms of performance compared with its neighbors. I think significantly we need now to build on the political openness that's in Bahrain, to capitalize on it by having greater transparency in terms of government and corporate governance, as well as significantly redefining the role of the state.
Bahrain signed the groundbreaking free trade agreement with the United States in September 2004. Negotiations that usually take a year were completed in just 4 months.
Initially, one has to say that the relations between the United States and Bahrain go back a very long way. And the removal of levies and fees and customs from our industries in particular into a huge market, such as the American market, will be of substantial benefit to our industry and trade, especially our industry and trade that needs encouragement, and it's of vital importance to this economy.
The U.S.-Bahrain Free Trade Agreement, or FTA, removes trade barriers and expands regional opportunities for both countries. For Bahrain, the FTA confirms its commitment to free market principles and offers great benefits to the local business community. The removal of trade barriers gives Bahraini companies valuable access to the U.S. market. The Bahrain FTA also serves as a regional anchor for the Gulf. The agreement has positive implications both for Bahrain and for the GCC region. The U.S. government has announced its commitment to working towards a Middle East free trade area by 2013.
We have been looking at developing a free trade area throughout the Middle East. The goal is 2013, and we have looked at countries that seemed ready and willing to move quickly. And of course, Bahrain was one of the first countries that was interested in doing that, and we have indeed signed an agreement with them. From the Bahraini point of view, I think this is a country that has less oil, is less rich than a lot of its neighbors, and so it is looking for opportunities and ways to diversify its economy, and the free trade agreement is a very logical step in doing that. It puts Bahrain on the map, if you will, as people will see that this is a place that is ready to open up and engage with the world.
Bahrain's oil revenues have bolstered the economy and financed health and education programs. As a result, Bahrain has made education a priority. Today's standards are among the highest in the Gulf, and Bahrain University is a leading university in the region, along with numerous high-level educational institutions catering for the local community as well as attracting students from abroad. Also, Bahrain is investing heavily in its infrastructure through a number of large-scale projects. The government is focusing on establishing industrial estates to attract investors. The petrochemical, textiles, and aluminum sectors in particular offer good growth potential.
Bahrain is one of the countries which allow 100% foreign ownership, 100% capital repatriation, 100% profit transfers. You know, if it's a free market in terms of foreign currency, it enjoys foreign currency stability. Currency stability rate. Inflation is almost zero, and sometimes negative. Multi-ethnicity, cultural freedom. So all these are, in my view, factors are very, very important for foreign investors before they take a decision and come to a certain country. And Bahrain is offering that.
Coming up next, communications. For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
Wow, your entertainment in your mobile.
You already know our name. We are DHL Express, trusted around the world. You may not know we're also a Middle East specialist. We have the largest market share of any shipping and logistics provider in the region. Operating from our headquarters in Bahrain, we coordinate 13 countries across the Middle East and GCC, including Iraq. At DHL Express, we can get your company's shipments where they need to be at the speed of business. Our Bahrain hub can electronically track your shipments from the U.S. through to their final destination. Our superb service has made us the name for shipping and logistics in the Middle East. DHL Express. Choose a name you can trust.
The Bahrain World Trade Center is currently under construction at the core commercial center of Manama, with 2 spectacular 50-story office towers, extension of the existing luxury shopping mall, and the highest parking ratio in town. The development will truly change the Bahrain skyline forever. The Bahrain WTC will provide tenants and visitors with extensive facilities and technically sophisticated commercial services, ensuring that the A to Z of day-to-day business operations can be supported and developed. From 1 employee to 1,000, the center can accommodate every size of business and help your company grow from within. With links to 750,000 global companies, why not locate your business at the Bahrain WTC, the Bahrain World Trade Center, the world's new business address. For more information or to become part of the Bahrain WTC, please contact the managing and leasing agents, DTZ Bahrain, on 973-175-40330.
Elite Group presents the largest choice of deluxe hotels and luxury apartments, with full services and world-class facilities for short and long-term rentals across Bahrain. Ideally located, spacious, elegant and relaxing. Beyond expectations, but not beyond reach. Stay at the Elite Group of hotels and luxury apartments while in Bahrain and enjoy an inspired lifestyle.
Ramco's Circle of Excellence is all about transforming life. Our expertise in working with stone helps connect countries and adds grace and beauty to life. We offer affordable elegance in marble and granite to create awe-inspiring architectural wonders. Our manufacturing activity gives momentum to your work. We are one of the major producers of jacket, bracelet, and marine anodes in the Gulf and supply to companies around the world. We supply designer luxury fitted kitchens from Europe and world-class non-stick cookware made in Bahrain.
For more information, visit www.us-television.tv. The Bahraini government recognizes the need for world-class communications infrastructure to fulfill its ambition of becoming the region's knowledge-based services hub. Bahrain's attractiveness as a place to live and work depends on the availability of state-of-the-art information and communications technologies.
Whole Bahrain is wired. Broadband can be available in most of the corners. It's 100% 3G. And even when we talk about the ability to start such investment, the establishment of the Electronic Commerce Directorate was a witness to move electronic commerce forward in the country.
The telecom sector is undergoing a radical liberalization process set out in the National Telecommunications Plan. The monopoly held by the Bahrain telecommunications company, Batelco, has ended and the market opened up. A new independent regulatory body, the Telecommunications Regulatory Authority, or TRA, has been established.
TRA has been really the cornerstone of the development, speedy development and evolution of the telecom sector in Bahrain in the last 2 years. It's built according to the book. It's conducting its business in the most professional and transparent way. It has significantly contributed to the development and evolution of the telecommunication services, telecommunication sector over the last 2 years. You could see it across the board, really.
Foreign investors have been able to compete for local and international fixed voice and data services licenses since July 2004. Bahrain has a strategic location as a gateway to the rapidly expanding telecom markets of Saudi Arabia and the Gulf, making it particularly attractive to investors.
Bahrain's economy as a whole is really evolving in the right direction in terms of opening up, liberalizing the market. Specifically, the Bahrain telecom market is the most liberalized market in the whole of the Middle East across all sectors of the telecom business.
Bahrain has a number of exciting development projects underway. The new Bahrain World Trade Center, BWTC, is on course for completion in June 2006. Its 50-story twin towers will become the tallest buildings in Bahrain. This landmark development is said to be the most prestigious business address in the kingdom.
Well, we believe the World Trade Center, usually all over the world, is a kind of a landmark for investment and business. And having the World Trade Center in Bahrain is going to definitely add a great opportunity for Bahrain to attract investments. and at the same time to add extra services in addition to the financial services and banking services that Bahrain is a leader basically in that area.
I think it's fair to say that Bahrain is already a recognized commercial hub for the region and has been since the mid-1970s. What I see the Bahrain World Trade Center being is actually a position to crystallize the position in the commercial market. By being a member of the World Trade Center organization, the tenants in the building will actually have access to over 750,000 international companies. So what we will see is that the tenants within the center will be talking to people worldwide, but at the same time the World Trade Center in Bahrain will also be the first port of call for people making inquiries into the region.
68 stories of rentable office space will provide for every business resource. The project will double the size of the existing Bahrain Commercial Complex mall, adding several top-quality facilities. The adjacent Sheraton Hotel will also undergo a complete refurbishment inside and out.
Bahrain World Trade Center, which is now being built and will be completed in less than 2 years, will be a landmark in Bahrain, and it will help help the market, help the economy by creating more competitiveness, and the competition will create better quality. And it will add, among all the other malls of course, and it will add value to Bahrain, and it will also help the Bahrain Commercial Center, which is now we call the Sheraton, where it is now, the Sheraton complex. It will add more traffic, put traffic, being the World Trade Center, part of that Sheraton complex, will add a lot of traffic for this and for the mall, and it will sure encourage the tourism as well as the market.
The Bahrain Commercial Complex Mall at the BWTC site is already considered the most exclusive shopping location in the kingdom. It currently has 122 luxury brand retail outlets.
The Bahrain World Trade Center is probably Bahrain's first mixed-use development and comprises 4 components: the hotel, which is being refurbished, the existing office tower, the new and the old mall, and obviously the 2 iconic towers. Now, within the towers, we are incorporating all of the major specifications you'd expect in a new building, but significantly, we're bringing in smart systems. This will make the building the most secure building in Bahrain, but it'll also make it the most efficient. Overriding all of that within the development, we probably have one of the highest car parking ratios in Bahrain, which is significant in an environment which completely overlooks car parking requirements.
As part of the BWTC project, a new mall extension will add another 100 upscale international brand retail outlets. These will provide names, products, and ranges not yet available in Bahrain, giving better choice to local, regional, and international consumers. The luxury food offer will include coffee shops, cafes, and a boutique restaurant overlooking the Arabian Gulf.
These infrastructures, these services that are becoming more established, they're becoming more advanced, and they're becoming more variant, will necessarily contribute substantially to the attractiveness of Bahrain.
Coming up next, finance. For more information, visit www.us-television.tv.
Bahrain Commercial Complex has always attracted elite shoppers. Its premium brands include exclusive names like Escada, Tiffany & Co., Cartier, Valentino, Gucci, and Dior. A new expansion of the mall will double its existing size and offer even more upscale brands to discerning customers. The mall will be at the heart of the Bahrain World Trade Center development, connecting to the 3 commercial towers and Sheraton Hotel on site. The new-look mall will feature 1,700 parking spaces, 120 existing shops, and another 117 new outlets, including food and beverage facilities. Bahrain Commercial Complex, even more choice for discerning shoppers seeking the very best.
At DHL Express, we understand the needs of our international customers. Speed, reliability, and service are our hallmarks. Our Middle East headquarters in Bahrain are the hub for operations across 13 countries in the region. Our knowledge, network, and distribution facilities are unrivaled. At DHL Express, we provide the best logistics solutions for our clients. We set up a successful regional distribution facility in the Middle East. We can work with you to build and manage similar facilities for your business. If you are a U.S. company doing business in the Middle East, contact DHL Express in Bahrain. Our shipping, logistics, and supply chain management solutions can help guarantee your success. DHL Express, your partner in Bahrain and beyond.
Elite Group presents the largest choice of deluxe hotels and luxury apartments across Bahrain. Elite Suites Hotel, ideally located for business, leisure, and family trips. Delightful suites with spectacular views, elegant, modern, and comfortable. Come and enjoy your stay at the Elite Suites Hotel in Bahrain. Enjoy premium service and international standards with Avis, a name you can trust. The leading car rental company in Bahrain, we offer a choice of more than 500 vehicles. We are proud to be customer-focused and reliable. If you are traveling to Bahrain on business or looking to outsource your corporate fleet requirements, then speak to us. Avis, for all your car rental needs.
In business, everyday working life often turns out to be a chicken and egg situation. To know which comes first, turn to Zawya.com for crucial insights on business and finance in the Middle East. Zawya.com. We know which comes first.
Crown Plaza, Kuwait, the place to meet.
For more information, visit www.us-television.tv. Bahrain has been the preeminent financial center for the Gulf region and much of the Arab world for the past 2 decades. The oil boom in the 1970s and the war in Lebanon were the catalyst for the sector's growth.
The financial services sector contributes something like 25 to 30% of GDP, depending on the level of the oil price. But apart from the contribution to GDP, the financial services sector has a large contribution in terms of employment, directly or indirectly. Also, we have to look at the spin-off effects into other services that support the financial services, such as consultancy, such as auditing, such as IT and remote services, and so on.
Bahrain's stable, well-regulated, and liquid banking system has made it a regional hub for banking, financial, and insurance services. Its products and services include commercial, investment, and corporate banking, project finance, and foreign exchange. The financial sector is the largest single employer in Bahrain. Commercial bank assets currently stand at around $100 billion. The $1.3 billion Bahrain Financial Harbor, or BFH, is a new landmark project. Located on a prime waterfront site in the heart of the capital, Manama, BFH will confirm the kingdom's dominance as the Middle East's leading financial center.
Bahrain Financial Harbor is a concept to build under one roof the financial services, whether it's banking or related services. I believe from an urban planning point of view, as well as functionality, it's a step in the right direction. I believe it will take time for that concept to materialize, but we have to be positive about it and to be patient. But I believe in the end, it will be implemented successfully.
In Islamic banking, Bahrain has become a global leader, ever since the first Islamic bank was founded there in 1979. There has been a surge of interest in Islamic banking in recent years, as consumers demonstrate more product awareness and investment know-how.
Bahrain has led this by having a legal framework to encourage this sort of activities through the government, the Ministry of Finance, the BMA, and the Commercial and the Ministry of Commerce. Bahrain was the first to issue sukuk, publicly offered sukuk, which is in essence is a bond backed by assets on a lease-to-own basis, guaranteed by the government. Bahrain has moved further to host or to become the hub for the insurance, Islamic insurance, which is called the takaful.
There are currently 28 Islamic financial institutions licensed to operate in Bahrain, providing products and services based on Sharia principles. Sharia law forbids the taking of interest or riba. Islamic banking products link profits or losses directly to returns from investments itself, instead of being a monetary investment attracting interest. This enables sophisticated Muslim investors worldwide to actively invest in an ethical product, and international investors interested in regional Islamic banking operations should be looking at Bahrain. With year-round sunshine and a tradition of hospitality, Bahrain is known as the Island of Golden Smiles. An intoxicating mix of Eastern and Western cultures, Bahrain looks both to the past and the future. It is rich in history, and ancient civilizations have only recently been discovered by international archaeologists. A top diving destination with its clear visibility and year-round warm waters, and other activities to enjoy include horse racing, golf, sailing, and shopping in the famous souks. Bahrain is undergoing unprecedented tourism development, with new multi-billion-dollar projects being announced frequently. This accelerated momentum has drawn the international spotlight on the island and has helped to reinforce its position and importance as one of the leading tourism destinations in the region.
My message to the American people and to American business is that they should come and give Bahrain a look. We are at a time now where Bahrain is about to enter into a free trade agreement with the United States. This offers great commercial opportunities in a region that is on the move. It is opening up. There's a lot of money with oil prices high. It is a place that American companies should come and have a look at. And I think with the signing of the free trade agreement, Bahrain has set itself at the forefront in this region as a place that companies should look and see if they want to use this as a place from which to do business.
Thank you for watching Business in Bahrain. We hope to inspire more visitors to Bahrain for business and pleasure. Why not discover for yourself just how much Bahrain has to offer?